the highest masculinity that attracts women. Now, I would like to start with this one definition of long-term relationship that I've come to. Attracting and finding the right woman who has the ability to enter into your masculine frame. Thus, she cultivates a genuine burning desire towards you, and you maintain the long-term, satisfying, stable relationship. Now, in this definition, we have a masculine frame. This comes from the highest masculinity that creates the masculine frame in which a woman can enter into. And this cultivation of highest masculinity is not essential only for the attracting woman, but it is essential for every relationship endeavors, even in business, even with your family, even with your relatives, etc., etc. This applies to everyone. So I would like to introduce you with the extract of wisdom that I have accumulated for 10 years of studying the relationship. So here are the 3 sentences that I would like to introduce to you. Let's get into it. You dominate, yet you let go of the control. You lead, yet you follow your higher self. You love, yet you're emotionally detached. You can let these sentences marinate. You can try to think on these sentences. You can try to meditate on them also. But I would like to introduce you with these sentences plus with the interpretation of it. So, you dominate, yet you let go of the control. What does that mean? Well, as men, when we are born in this world, we have a goal that is installed from nature. We have, I would say, a directive from nature to able to dominate and conquer and spread our seeds within this life, and leave our legacy and leave our genetics for the future. That's why you dominate. This is your directive for men. This is men's directive. It's programmed by nature. But while you're dominating, you let go of the control. When we are living in this third dimensional realm, in this world, we have material world, right? We can see, touch, smell, etc., etc., with our 5 senses. Now, this third dimensional realm is not the only realm that we're living in. We have also 4th, 5th, 6th dimensional realm. And these realms are called spiritual realms, mental realms. Those are the causal realms of our life. I'll not get deep into the causal realm of the mental realm and the spiritual realm, but I would like to tell you that the more you try to hold on to the control, the illusion of the control in this material world, the more it will escape from you. So basically, woman and your relationships and your money or anything that is in the material level in this world, they're like a sand, okay? They're like sand. When you try to hold on to the sand as much as possible, you try to grip on it, the more sand will escape. The sand will not stay in your hand. How you dominate and how you actually let go of the control is that you have to hold a sand in this way so the sand would be contained within your hand. But you do not try to hold on to it, or else it will escape you. You dominate through carefully holding the sand into your hand, but you do not try to hold on to it and try to control it. You are ready to let go of the control because in this material world, you're only living 70 to 80 years maximum. This sand that you're holding must eventually go. Gotta let go of the control because you're going to die. And only thing that leaves is your legacy for your future generations. Therefore, when you dominate woman, she will feel attracted to you. Yet, you are ready to let her go if she wants to leave you. You dominate her when she enters into your strong masculine frame, but you let go of the control of trying to control her within your masculine frame. She follows you. She wants to listen to you because you are the leader of the relationship, but you are also be able to let her go if she wants to leave you. Let go of the illusion of control. You cannot prevent her from cheating. You cannot prevent her from leaving. You cannot try to control her behaviors. You just can't. If she is the woman that is going to leave you, then she will eventually leave. You cannot control that. Only thing you can control is yourself, is you within the mental realm, within your consciousness. And that's it. Let go of the control. You dominate, but you let go of the control. By the way, if you are an entrepreneur, high-performing man, or an executive who has struggled with forming a long-term relationship, even though you can achieve sex within your life and you don't have a problem with having sex, link is in the description. I'll help you out. Because there are a lot of men, high-performing men, that are struggling with forming long-term relationships, even though they can have sex, right? So I'll help you out with this. Thank you. Second point. You lead, yet you follow your higher self. When you lead as men in this world, it's a same thing as dominating. You lead, you make a ship, as Dr. Orion Taraban says, the man needs to build a ship, and you need to be the captain. You need to know how to build a ship, set a course, and know how to sail, right? You gotta know how to lead when she enters into your boat, enters into your ship, and you are the captain. But if you are the captain, then who are you going to follow? That's a big question, right? If you are the captain of your life and you know you are trying to set a course, then who are you going to follow? That is a very interesting question, right? Everybody talks about man becoming a leader. They must become a leader. They must dominate. But men also needs something to follow. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to get at? If a woman follows men, what is the thing that man is going to follow? Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make sense. Like, man must follow something too. And I'll introduce you with this. Men follow your higher self. And I guarantee you that you never heard this before. Man follows his higher self. And this higher self is where the mission comes. On internet they say that you gotta follow your mission. You gotta follow your mission. The man with a mission has the goal and has a vision, and woman wants to follow him, but they don't know where the mission is really coming from. It's actually coming from your higher self that is already within your future. Okay? How do you find your higher self? I'll introduce you with the idea of within this third dimensional realm, okay, we have time and space, okay? But on the higher levels of our existence, within the mental realm, within our imagination, the spiritual realm also, it does not have time or space. Everything, the past, present, and future, they're all one. It already exists. It already is. Okay? The fact that we are experiencing time and also space around us, it is just an illusion that is created for us. There is no such thing as time or space. Therefore, what we call your higher self is the future version of yourself that has already achieved what you want. Okay? This is your future self. This is the future self that has already achieved what you want. What you want as a vision. What you want as a mission. What you want to achieve and leave your legacy. Okay? And this future self is going to be the provider of the mission that you need. Okay? And this future self is the provider of your intuition also. And intuition is like a superpower. It's a cheat sheet within your life. How to connect with your future self? How to connect with your mission? How do you do that? First, you got to notice that you are just an observer of your life. You are a God. You are God. Okay? Notice that you are a God within your meditation, that you are an observer. You're not even your beliefs. You're not even your thoughts. You're not even your emotions. You're nothing like that. You're just an observer, and the observer is the highest level of our existence, which is your own consciousness. And noticing that will instantly unlock the realization that you are the one who sets your own mission. You have the freedom of choice to create your own reality, because you are an observer that chooses the path that you want to go. You are an observer and you have choice. There is a future version of yourself. There could be a future version of you being homeless, future version of you being completely destroyed by relationships, by women. There is a future version of yourself being a billionaire that has a satisfying long-term relationship, etc., etc., etc. But if you do not realize that you are a consciousness that actually is an observer that is able to have a freedom of choice to pick your own set of mission, then you will never ever able to achieve the connection with your future self. And when you are able to connect with your future self, which is going to be the higher self. Okay? When you see the vision, when you see within your imagination the future that is actually able to be within, that can be actually materialized, and that is within your imagination consciousness, you're able to have an intuition every day. When you strongly hold on to that conviction of your vision and mission, that masculine conviction, this future self will constantly tell you what to do. Not joking. It will tell you through the intuition, and you have to connect with that intuition also. You lead, yet you follow your higher self. And this higher self will provide you with a mission and the intuition. So please follow it. You love, yet you're emotionally detached. Many people think that loving is same with being emotionally attached to a woman. You're not good without her, okay? You think that love is being attached. You are not good without her. You think that this is the love that you need to achieve. But no. The highest masculinity that attracts women is the love that you love with woman, but you are emotionally detached. Which means, emotionally detached means that you're good with her and good without her. You love, but you do not expect outcome. Being detached from the outcome. You provide love, but you're not attached to the outcome of her loving you back. This might sound like a simp. This might sound like, simping just carelessly. I'm not talking about simping. I'm not talking about carelessly simping or mindlessly simping. I'm not talking about that. What I am talking is, when woman enters into your masculine frame, when she enters into your life, you provide her with your love. You can't really provide every single resources of love to everyone that is not going to enter into your masculine frame. You don't do that. But when you have a woman that is within your masculine frame, you provide her with love. Yet, you're detached from the outcome that she is going to love you back. That sounds really interesting. But what I'm saying is very true. Okay? You're not loving her because you expect love back from her. You love like a sun. Sun shines on people without expecting anything back. Sun provides us with the massive amount of energy, which is essential for our existence. Sun provides us with the crucial energy that we cannot live without. She cannot live without your love. Okay? Yet, you are emotionally detached. You're good with her and good without her, and you don't need her to love you back. Okay? She just needs to respect you. Okay? And that is the definition of love for a woman. She needs to respect you as men. And this emotionally detached love is the highest form of love, which is the agape love. And this agape love is the unconditional love. Now, you can actually ask me, didn't you just say that you cannot provide, love for everyone? That you can only provide love to only woman that enters into your masculine frame? And now you're talking about the agape unconditional love. And if I'm going to provide unconditional love for everyone, doesn't that go against to my definition? Actually, no. I'm not talking about that. This agape love, the unconditional love, is not only applicable for your woman that is within your masculine frame, that it is also applicable for a woman that is outside of your masculine frame, and also the woman that shit tests you, that fucks you over. It can be also a love, unconditional love towards the people that you hate the most, and the love, unconditional love for the people that cheats on you, swears you, hates you, etc., etc. This is the love of forgiveness, and this is the unconditional love that you can provide for the humanity. And this is the highest form of love, which is the highest form of masculinity. And I want you to forgive everyone that has hurt you. I want you to forgive all of them. And cultivate the agape love, the unconditional love for everyone. Yet you provide love to the woman that is entering within your masculine frame with emotional detachment. Okay? So I've covered the highest masculinity, and I'll like to repeat it again. You dominate, yet you let go of the control. You lead, yet you follow your higher self. You love, yet you're emotionally detached. Thank you very much.